up? What's up? What's up? You already know. This is Peach, and today I am coming to update you all with what's going on with baby six. I just got off of a Google team meetup thing. It's similar to Zoom, basically like a Zoom call with the neonatologist, aka the baby doctor. So it's actually the doctors who specialize in NICU care, like the baby care after delivery. We basically were going over the plan for these next couple weeks of pregnancy, any kind of testing that I needed to follow up on, what they're currently seeing, and what does that mean for me. And basically what may happen, strong emphasis on may happen after delivery. So I have to go get another ultrasound done to look at my baby's heart. The neonatologist did say that the original ultrasound I had for the baby, what do they call it? When they look at the anatomy of the baby, I forgot the word he said, but basically when they're looking at the makeup of the baby, they look at the heart, the brain, make sure it has, the hands, the length of the arm, and all that other kind of stuff that can kind of get them insight into if a child is special needs or missing something or have an extra something. When I went through that initial sonogram, which was the same day I found out the sex of the baby, he said the heart looks good. He just told me that. He was like, the heart looks fine. So I'm not sure why they're wanting to see a closer look at the heart. But he was like, we'll go ahead and look at that since I didn't get an MRI done. We'll go ahead and look at that just to make sure nothing is wrong with the baby's heart. If something is wrong with the baby's heart that requires immediate surgery, the baby will be taken from Tampa General Hospital and transferred over to St. Joseph's or to All Children's Hospital immediately after delivery. So already having that ultrasound done, looking at the baby's heart, can kind of determine if they need to have those things in place for me or not. The next thing he went over is with the piece that's missing in the baby's brain, which is the corpus callosum. I hope I'm saying it right. With the piece that's missing, he said, with that, I'm trying to think. With that, what are the side effects? So it could cause a missing chromosome, where the baby can have Down syndrome and trisomy 18. I think I'm saying it right, y'all. I got these medical terms jacked up. Don't judge me, judge Manny. Also, it could cause seizures and it could cause blindness, amongst other things. So after birth, those are the things they immediately want to check for. So how I wouldn't get an MRI, I still have time to get one, but I really don't want to get one. But how I wouldn't get an MRI, they can do one on the baby. So he was like, if you don't want to do the MRI, it's fine. We could do one on the baby. But then I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my God, my poor baby. I just need to suck it up and get it done so the baby don't have to be in pain. I'm fighting myself real hard with that decision. What's another thing? I'm trying to think, y'all. My mind all over the place. Like, I'm trying to stay positive, and all y'all keep saying, oh, stay positive, don't worry, pray, you're supposed to have faith, and I do. I pray all the time in regards to this situation, but it don't stop me from being scared. I've never personally even experienced a seizure, and I had never had a child that had seizures. So just like thinking about that, it's like in the back of my mind. And then the possibility of blindness, like all of that stuff is in the back of my mind, especially after that kind of phone call. But he just kept like reassuring me, because I started crying. He was just like, it's not your fault, you didn't do anything wrong, this happens, some babies, they just develop differently, don't beat yourself up. But I keep feeling like it is my fault. Even though he keeps saying, it's not. He was like, I can't guarantee what's wrong with the baby. I can't tell you what's gonna happen indefinitely when the baby is born, but I can guarantee you that this is not your fault. But I keep beating myself up about it. Like, I don't mind having a special needs kid. I already have a child with special needs. Like, that's not the issue. I just know how hard it makes life. Like, it makes your life so complex. Also, their life is so complex. And that part just scared me, But I keep trying to mentally prepare myself. And that's what he told me. He was like, the biggest thing is going to be to just mentally prepare yourself to know, like, okay, baby might have to go to the NICU immediately after birth. And then I'm like, damn, I'm probably not going to get to breastfeed and do, like, skin to skin immediately. So that kind of made me a little bit sad. But I have had children in the NICU before. So it's like, that's not a big deal. Another thing to mentally prepare myself for is the possibility of baby not coming home with me immediately. Baby might have to stay in the hospital. So it's all about trying to mentally prepare my mind. So once these things happen, if they happen, I'll be okay with it. And even with the things that could happen, like blindness, what's the other one? The seizures. All I have to do now is just like get educated on the subjects. Like, I know I can do it. I don't want to do it. I wish I was having a normal, healthy baby. And I know some of y'all might say that's crazy or whatever, but who really wants to give birth to a child that may have special needs? I don't want my child to suffer in this world. But I know, like, we'll make do. But yeah, that was basically it. The call was like 45 minutes long. It was very, like, in depth. I was crying because I'm a crybaby and I'm worried. Yeah, it was very in depth, and I just keep telling myself, like, like my daddy said, I feel like that's the best advice I've ever gotten in my life. When my daddy say, life is full of adversities, meaning, like, life ain't gonna never be perfect. You gonna have perfect moments. Like, even today, when I got the news that it was something wrong with my baby, I remember I had made a Facebook post. I was like, today is gonna be the best day ever. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. My life is wonderful. I made this long Facebook post about being happy and how amazing my life was. And I kid you guys not, about 5 minutes later, I got a phone call from the doctor informing me of this situation. And I was just like, I remember I fell on the ground and I just started crying. And I was like, God, why would you do this to me? It kind of felt like that day when my house burned down. Like, I was battling depression, behind in my bills, and me and Daddy had finally came up with all the money, got caught up on our bills. His car wash was going well. I started back working, and I remember that day I said, he kept asking me, like, every day. He used to wake up before he went to work, and he'd be like, babe, you happy? And I'd be like, no. Like, I was depressed, fighting my own suicidal thoughts, like, super depressed. And he was like, are you happy? No, like, every day, no. Why you not happy? We done paid the bills. Why you not happy? We got Christmas stuff. And I just never was happy. And then I remember that day, he came home for lunch, and I said, babe, I'm finally happy. Like, guess what? I'm happy. I'm finally happy. And he smiled so big, and he was like, he happy, I'm happy. And we hugged, and we kissed, and we was eating, and we got to knock at the door. Y'all got to come outside. Y'all house on fire. So it's kind of like, you be taken back, like, why these things happen to you when you at one of your happiest times. But like they say, the devil comes to kill and steal joy, kill dreams. And I feel like my daddy giving me that advice, that quote, life is full of adversity, meaning hardships, pain, all that stuff gonna happen, especially when you least expect it. Me knowing that life is full of adversity, like, shit's supposed to happen, bad shit's supposed to happen, it's supposed to come knock you off your pivot, it keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. Like, I'm crying right now, but probably in like an hour, because I'm about to take a shower and, like, get dressed and stuff, get ready to go to work for today. I'll feel better. I'm not gonna sit in this moment. I'm crying right now. I'm emotional. This is my baby. I don't want nothing to be wrong with my baby. I want to give birth to a happy, healthy child that's not gonna go through seizures and blindness. But if that is the case, if that is God's will for this child, then I'm gonna just have to learn what I gotta learn. If I gotta learn sign language, or like, I don't know, whatever I gotta learn, I'ma learn. I'm talking about sign language. Do blind people do sign language? I'm so stupid. How blind people? I gotta educate myself. I don't want none of this to happen. And then this is a thing too. I have to continue to be grateful. I am laughing at myself. They out here cutting the grass, but I'm laughing at myself so hard because I'm like, I gotta learn sign language. I think deaf people learn sign language. Blind people, they could still talk and hear. So I'm like, oh, my bad, y'all. No offense to anybody in those communities. I'm just ignorant on the subject, and my mind is like everywhere. I'm also grateful of the career that I have right now, like being a YouTuber. This is very personal for me, and I'm very, very emotional about it. But the ability to work when I want to work, make money, recording videos, doing what I love, like, that's a blessing. And the fact that I can work a lot, and, you know, earn money so I could give my baby the best, you know, health care. Like, if I have to pay extra for some type of specialist, I can. So it's like, I'm going to continue to work hard. The month of July, like July 1st is tomorrow, I'm not finna play. Like, I am going to work myself like a slave, okay? Because I want to make sure that we are going to be fine financially. I know that the devil is trying to get me to sit down. I feel like y'all who be writing me that, like, Peaches, you need to rest. I be feeling like y'all the devil. I'm like, why they want to say I need to rest? I need to fucking rest. Like, they want to see me quit. They want to see me stop. That's how I feel. I know y'all probably like, girl, we not the devil. We just concerned about your health. I don't need y'all to be concerned about my health. I am fine. My mental health is fine still, too. Like, I cry when I sit down there and think about it. But if you think about any pain in your life, any kind of struggles you're going through, or any struggles in your past, you're going to sit down, you're going to cry. If I sit here and I think about all of the things that could possibly go wrong with this baby, I would just be a wreck, like how I was in the beginning of this video. Like, I'm just gonna be a wreck. I won't get out of bed. I'll just be stuck there and nothing will get accomplished. I have already went through the depressing stage of my life where I didn't want to get out of bed. Guess what? When I didn't want to get out of bed, none of my bills got paid. When none of the bills get paid, guess what? You get evicted. You become homeless. Your cars get repossessed. I cannot afford to be depressed. I know some people gonna say, Peaches, depression is a chemical imbalance. You know, you got to get on medication for depression. It's not that simple. For me, thank God, for me, my depression is as simple as me making the decision to get my ass out of bed and keep going. To remember, like my daddy said, life is full of adversity. Bad shit gonna happen. Bad things happen to good people. Okay, you're not gonna have a bad day. I'm having a bad moment. I have to remind myself of that too. And like, just because I'm going through shit don't mean I get the right to be mean. Because sometimes, like lately, I start being short-tempered and very snappy. You better get yourself together. Like, don't nobody deserve to be talked to no any kind of way, yelled at just because you going through shit. We all going through shit. Suck it up. Chest out. Like, I talk to myself like that. And it helps me feel better. Like, even with this situation, like I said, I'm sad. When I think about it, I want to cry instantly. I'm worried. I'm very, very worried. But I know that I'm capable and God is capable. Like, no matter what the outcome is in this situation, I am equipped to handle it. I'm already equipped to handle it. And those things put my mind at ease. And then I'm just going to continue to work my ass off. I don't got no choice. Like, I'm still buying my house cash. Yeah, this going on. This situation going on, you know, and it came to throw me off and to make me crumble and quit. But I'm not. I'm going to work harder. Like, I'm using this as my motivation. Like, this baby is my motivation to, like, go super, super, super hard, especially in July. Like, July, I'm not finna, July? I am not finna play with you, July. Like, it's all gas, no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. Because I have to make sure we are financially secure. And then when I do have those moments where I am having a day where I just want to break down and not get out of bed, because I'm sure like that could still happen to me. I want to make sure like, okay, I can't get out of bed today. I'm sad. Really, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm just be honest. That's not gonna happen to me. I'm gonna have a moment where I don't want to get out of bed, and I'm gonna stay in my bed. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna get in the shower. I'm gonna cry, and then I'm gonna remember, girl, we got kids, we got bills, we got dreams, and we got goals. Suck that shit up. Let's get back to work. That's what I'm gonna do. And then plus, I got daddy. Daddy is real big on like encouraging me when I'm feeling down like that. Like when I get depressed, like even that day when I got that news, I didn't want to leave out the house. We was finna leave, and I didn't want to leave, and I wanted to go in my bed and lay down and just cry. He just was like, Peaches, what is crying gonna change? Crying don't change the outcome. We gotta pray. You gotta get up. You gotta keep focused. Like, let's go. We left out the house that day for the whole day. I vlogged. Like, I really appreciate him for being that person for me, because it's easy to just quit and wallow and just feel like, oh, why me? Why me? Why do I deserve that? I still have those moments. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I still have those why me, Lord? Why me? I still have why me, Lord moments. But at the end of the day, I named my daughter Gorgeous Purpose. I wanted to name Gorgeous Purpose. And it was because what I've realized in my past, just from going through things in my past and having those why me moments. Like me, I'm the first person in my family with a child diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. I'm the person in my family with the most kids. And so I used to always wonder, why me? Even with my financial hardships and my depressions, why me? Why me? Why me? And then when I had Gorgeous, I came to the understanding, like, all of this shit, all of this pain that I'm going through, it has a purpose. Like, I went through all this so I could get, even when it comes to my relationship, the things I've been through in my relationship that I just thought that I couldn't get through. Like, I couldn't believe this happened. Why is he doing me like this? Why is this happening? Even with my parents, my relationship with my parents, when I couldn't realize, like, those things. I realized I went through those things so I could be a minister to others. Like, so many people have came to me in similar situations. Hold on, they lawnmower. So many people have came to me in very similar situations, and because I've already went through it, I can tell them, like, girl, that ain't nothing. All you gotta do is blah, blah, blah. And they go do it and they say, oh my God, Peaches, that was so simple. So sometimes I'd be like, maybe the reason why I'm going through it is because God know that I'm going to share my struggle to empower somebody else that probably couldn't have handled it. Somebody that probably couldn't have handled, all the pressure that I have to go through, all the financial struggles I done went through. When people go through that and I done already been through it and figured it out, I could easily like comfort them and guide them. And then they do it and they come back and they say, oh my God, Peaches, you was right. It was so simple. I was about to give up. Peaches, I was about to kill myself until you told me blah, blah, blah. You made it sound so simple. Like, I love doing those things. I still like my privacy. I'm going to keep saying that. I love my privacy. People think because you're on YouTube, your whole life is exposed. But no, I have a very private life. I share what I want to share. And I plan on keeping it that way. All right, Peach Patch, I feel better. I'm about to go take a shower. Daddy took Gorgeous to gymnastics. Everybody else sleep. I'm about to go take me a shower, cook some breakfast, wake everybody up. And we going to go somewhere. Because like I said, I'm not going to let this defeat me. And I'm not about to quit. I'm not finna sit in the house all day in my bed and be like, oh, I'm depressed. No, we going to mentally prepare ourselves. We going to cry. We going to cry. Whenever we feel like it. Okay, yes, I am. And I'm going to prepare myself, though, mentally, for what he said. Prepare myself mentally to know, like, baby might have to have an MRI when baby is born. Baby might have to go to the NICU immediately after birth. I might not be able to breastfeed and do skin to skin immediately. Baby might be blind. Baby might have a chromosome disorder. We don't want these things to happen, but let's go ahead and mentally prepare ourselves for that. So if it does happen, it won't be a shock. And I just want to educate myself. Like, I must have been these next couple weeks getting educated, more and more educated on those things. And hopefully, it won't apply and we just let it fly. But if it does, at least I'll be mentally prepared. Another thing, I'm just going to continue to work. Just continue to work. We got to get in our bag. And like I said, people who be telling me, you need to rest. You're working too much. No, I'm not. I'm not working enough, if you ask me. I love the job that I got. I love doing YouTube. It has been a life changer and a blessing for me and my family. What else finna say? It's just nice outside. I think we're gonna go to the beach. Choice asked me last night, can he go to the beach? Gorgeous, love building sand castles, and the wind is just nice, and I just want to lay in the sand and just like literally lay in the sand, like, and just give all my problems to God. But yeah, and I'm thankful. I thank God, for the life growing inside of me. I don't regret my decision to keep this child. I had that fear, like, if I keep this baby and this man leave me to take care of all these kids, that's no problem. My other kids, I got this. But plus a special needs child too, that's going to require, I'm going to be mad. Like, I kept thinking about that. But now I just feel like whatever God got planned, I'm already equipped with. I can handle this. This small thing to a giant. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit a likey like. Hey, hit a likey like. Hit a likey like for your girl. Thanks for watching.
Hit a likey like. Hit a likey like for your girl. You like my pictures? Hit a likey like. You like my videos? Hit a likey like. You ain't no hater? Hit a likey like. You getting paper? Hit a likey like. Go like. Let's go. Like to the flow. 1 like, 2 like, 3 like, 4. Hit a likey like soon as you see my videos. You know your girl funny, yeah, you know your girl dope. If you really like me, why wouldn't you hit it, yo? L to the I-K-E-Y, bae. Hit a likey like and send that love my way. L to the I-K-E-Y, bae. Hit a likey like and send that love my way. Like. Let's go. Like, follow. Like. Hit a like. Hit a likey like. For your girl, go. Fly with a like. Rock with a like. To the left, to the right. Go like. Australia better like. US better like. UK hit a like. Hit a likey like. Hit a like for your girl. Take it back to the like. From the left to the right. Go like. Scotland better like. Hit a like. Go left to the right. Go like. Africa go like. Worldwide go like. I hope y'all like this song. Yep, that's right. Hit a like for your girl. Thanks for juking. Bye.